It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
This is caught at the 2. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
That's brought in right side by Pickens.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll stick with him again. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Dak going to throw it here on first down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Pistol now for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, here is Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jalon Blank. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he will score. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 14-7 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now Penix.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Penix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Again, it's Penix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to...
Good blocking, and he's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Dak. To the left side, caught by Lamb. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They face 2nd down and 7. To the air again, Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay, and a first down. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They'll throw again. Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Again, Prescott to the air. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Prescott again. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, here is Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion, Lamb. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Third and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
Now a run on first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. To throw is Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Again, Prescott to the air. Taking off, and the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Again, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To throw again, it's Penix. That one knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
To the goal line and in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's first down. Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalon. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
To the left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
First down, Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. The open man is Tolbert. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. This is 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, Williams. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll run. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.